Day 27 of 35 in 35, and today I'm going to discuss wisdom. Wisdom to me is the knowledge that I apply, right? So from all of the lessons that I have had to go through as a person to become who I am right now, what am I doing with that knowledge? How am I applying that to my life? And because I know how the world works and how I know my energy to be, I know how to apply the lessons that I've learned and turn it into wisdom. It's almost like alchemy, right? So you transmute energy, and wisdom really does show up in the decisions that you make, the way that you show up in the world, the way that you treat other people. So wisdom for me is discernment. You start to see people for who they are, not who you want them to be, but who they truly are at their core, right? So I have gone through many a phase in my life where I see the good in people. And that's the first thing that I would have noticed, the good stuff, or the ability that I feel like they have, or their potential that's not really there, right? Because I just have this, or I had this way of thinking and believing in positivity more than negativity, and I still embody that. I really do, but in a different way, right? So when people show me who they are now, I believe them. It doesn't take me to be around you for 2, 3, 4 weeks. I can pretty much summarize the main characteristics of a person from being around them for a day, even less than a day. It could even just be one very small interaction, and I know if that is the type of person that I want in my life or not. You know, whether it's a work colleague, whether it's a friend of a friend, like whoever it is, I am very good now at discerning, because I had to go through the lessons of learning that stop seeing the great in people when the great isn't really there. Now, there's a very fine line between positivity and negativity, right? And what I'm trying to describe here is not looking at people in a negative light, but more in a straightforward, like, this is who you are, just a real light. And that's just it. If someone shows you that they're a liar and a cheater, that is who they are. Don't try to change them. If someone shows you that they don't mind stepping on other people to get to a certain level, that is who they are. If someone shows you that they are prejudiced and you hear them say a comment about a certain culture, that is who they are. Believe them. Believe them, and you adjust your actions accordingly. Sometimes, a lot of the times now, you don't even need to call people out. You just adjust yourself and you decide how and why you're going to move the way that you're going to move going forward. And that's just it. That's wisdom. True wisdom is earned. So it is going through those lessons, it's going through the trials, it is going through the obstacles, it is going through the heartbreak, the job loss, the friendship breakdown. It is going through all of these obstacles and strains of life that is going to grow your wisdom, because you learn the lesson, you then become grateful for the lesson, and the wisdom is put into your psyche, right? As long as you know how to apply it correctly, that is exactly what happens. If you don't, then the lessons continue until you think, actually, I think I've been doing this for way too long. And then hopefully you extract the wisdom, and then, you no longer need to go through the same trials anymore. That's pretty much how life works. If God wants you to learn a certain lesson and you keep going through the same trial, but not extracting the lesson and being like, this is what I needed to learn to character build, you're going to keep going through it in different versions. That's just it. But as soon as you learn the lesson, it's a win-win, because you stop having to go through the same lesson and you learn more discernment and you gain more wisdom. It's like, it's 3 wins in one, basically. So true wisdom is quiet. You don't need to brag about your wisdom, you just need to embody it. You need to walk by faith and just trust that the wisdom that you're carrying is serving your greater good, right? The decisions that you are now making because you've become a more well-rounded person with more knowledge is going to serve you for the greater good, right? One thing that I've noticed is a lot of the people that I've people that I've seen in life in different settings, the ones that are quiet are the ones that they're super interesting and they've got a lot of wisdom about them, and they don't need to be loud. They don't need to be loud because they understand themselves and they understand certain parts of how life works. Not everything. I'm not saying that everyone that's quiet is super spiritually gifted and like embodying all of this wisdom. I'm not saying that, but a lot of the times the quiet ones are the ones that know how to discern, and they are walking with a lot of wisdom. Gaining wisdom is so critical to one's growth. It is so critical to becoming the better version of yourself. It is so critical for you to be able to make better decisions for your life and for the people around you. It is so critical in the way that you show up, the way that you communicate with people, the way that you are as a person. Wisdom it's what comes from learning, right? It is literally what comes after learning. As long as you take on the lesson and you really take it on, you don't need to go through it anymore. You've learnt the lesson and then you embody that wisdom and things just start to flow a lot easier. You feel a lot more at ease because you're trusting yourself. Day 27 of 35 in 35, wisdom being my topic. Peace out.